Hello everyone, and once again welcome to Bioline. In today's video we will try to understand about an important experiment which also gave the proof that the DNA is the genetic material and not the proteins. Okay, so let's start the video. See, we have already seen that in 1928 a scientist named as Frederick Griffith gave us the experiment of transforming principle, right? This we have already seen about transforming principle. I'll just write it. Okay. He proved that there is a transforming principle which can transform one cell to the another cell and which can genetically alter the acceptor cell. Okay. Then around 1944, there was the three scientists, Avery, McLeod and McCarty, and we saw that three of them together they were trying to find out the chemical nature of this transforming principle, and they even succeeded in that, and they found that the transforming principle is DNA. Okay, so what is the transforming principle? It was found in 1944 by Avery, McLeod and McCarty, and the experiment that there is something which is the transforming principle, that was conducted by Griffith in 1928. Okay, today's experiment will prove this particular fact that the genetic material is DNA, or chemically it is DNA and not the protein. Okay, so let's start the video. Okay, the experiment is known as the Hershey and Chase experiment, a very famous and a very important experiment. This is also known as Phage labeling experiment. Okay, remember that. So the question can be on the basis of this particular name of the experiment, that is a Phage labeling experiment, or it can be called as a Hershey and Chase experiment. Okay, this experiment was conducted by A.D. Hershey and M. Chase. This was a male and this was a female. Okay, in 1952. Okay, the experiment was conducted in 1952, and it supported the fact that DNA is the genetic material and not the protein. ओके इस एक्सपेरिमेंट ने अल्टीमेटली ये प्रूफ किया कि प्रोटीन इज नॉट द कैंडिडेट टू बी कंसिडर्ड एज द जेनेटिक मटेरियल, बल्कि डीएनए है जो जेनेटिक मटेरियल है. Okay, in this particular experiment, both of them they worked on T2 bacteriophage. This is a type of virus. Okay, and the bacteria was E. coli, that is Escherichia coli. Okay, let me tell you a little bit about the bacteriophage first. It is a type of virus. Okay, and here the term phage means eater. Okay, the word phage का मतलब होता है eater, and the word is bacteriophage. That means this is a virus which is going to infect the bacteria. Okay, it will infect the bacteria, and which bacteria? Commonly it is infecting the E. coli, that is Escherichia coli bacteria. Okay, this is the bacteria eater. This is the bacteria eater. Fine, and the type of the bacteria is T2 phage bacteria. Phage, a virus, and E. coli bacteria were the experimental organism for this particular experiment. Okay, so there in this diagram you can see a structure of T2 phage. Okay, you can see that the phage, this all purple color is the outer part of the phage, and it is made up of protein. Okay, the bacteriophage का ये जो पूरा purple color का part है, that is made up of protein, and internally it has had its genome, its DNA. Okay, this is its genetic material, which is DNA. Fine, so just remember that this particular phage has only two components. One is the protein, which make its covering in the outer coating and all, and the DNA, which act as its genome or its genetic material. So this particular phage is very good candidate to be used in the experiments, which ultimately determine that the protein or the DNA, out of these two, which one is the genetic material. इन दोनों में से genetic material कौन है, कौन सा है, ये चीज determine करना बहुत easy हो गया by using this T2 phage. क्यों? क्योंकि इसमें सिर्फ दो ही component थे, एक तो उसमें protein है, एक उसमें genetic material है, which is DNA. Okay, let's move further. This is a schematic, or you can say a general cycle how the bacteriophage work in the E. coli में वो किस तरह से काम करता है. पहले हम थोड़ा ये देख लेते हैं. This is the structure of the bacteriophage. This is the protein code. You can see I'll just write it protein. This is the protein code and this is the genetic material of the phage. Okay, so what happens here in the first step आप देखेंगे the phage is attacking the E. coli. Phage is attacking, this is the E. coli bacteria. So how does it attack? किस तरह से attack करता है? तो सबसे पहले it will go and attach itself to the E. coli cell wall पे attach कर लेता है अपने आप को, right? And after attaching to the cell wall of the E. coli, it will inject its genetic material, okay? And then this diagram, we are able to see that the genetic material is the DNA because we know it for sure today that this is a genetic material. Okay, it will infect the bacteria with its genetic material. What happens further is the bacterial chromosome. The bacterial itself will have definitely the chromosome. That genetic material or the chromosome will be broken down and the phage will replicate its ओन जीनोम. जो फाज है वो अपना ये जो रेड कलर से यहाँ दिखाया हुआ है खुद का डीएनए मल्टीप्लाई करेगा और बैक्टीरियल डीएनए को डिस्ट्रॉय करेगा. Okay, then what will happen? When the DNA of the phage will multiply, उसमें translation होगा, transcription होगा, translation होगा, and it will produce its own कोट प्रोटीन्स. जो इस तरह से यहाँ पे स्टार्टिंग में हमने देखे थे बैक्टीरियोफेज में जो कोट रहता है प्रोटीन कोट. नाउ दैट डीएनए विल एक्सप्रेस इटसेल्फ. द जीन्स इस फाज के डीएनए में होंगी, दे विल एक्सप्रेस itself. और ये सब कहाँ होगा? Everything will be within the E. coli itself. Okay, and then the capsule or we can say the capsid, the protein coat covering will be produced. वो यहाँ पे protein coat यहाँ पे बन जाएगा inside the E. coli. Okay, the DNA which will replicate the DNA of the phage that will get packed inside these protein coats. Protein coat के अंदर वो pack हो जाएगा and then it will burst the E. coli and then it will release out and it is ready to infect a new bacteria. Okay, so this is how the E. coli is infected by a bacteriophage. कैसे एक E. coli bacteriophage से infect होता है वो हमने यहाँ एक जनरल schematically study किया. Okay, and this is how the E. coli get infected and it will be destroyed or killed by the phage. phage इस तरह से अपना number increase करेगा और bacteria को destroy करेगा. Fine, so let's move further and we will see how the experiment was conducted. ओके, हमने अभी अभी यहाँ पे देखा है इस एक्सपेरिमेंट को कंडक्ट करने के लिए फाज प्रोटीन या तो फाज डीएनए, ये दो पर्टिकुलर कैंडिडेट थे कि इनमें से कौन सा फाज का प्रोटीन है कि फाज का डीएनए है. विच वन ऑफ दीज विल गेट ट्रांसफर्ड और इनटू द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन. ओके, विच वन विल बी ट्रांसमिटेड ड्यूरिंग द रिप्रोडक्शन ऑफ द फेज. ओके, फाज के रिप्रोडक्शन में कौन सा यूज होगा वही हमें यहाँ पे एक्सपेरिमेंटली प्रूव करना है. ओके, सो बिफोर स्टार्टिंग लेट मी जस्ट make you understand that see for this experiment the scientists उन्होंने क्या किया, they use radio labeled isotopes उन्होंने use किए. okay, थोड़ा जनरल पहले हम चीज को समझते हैं. this is the phage protein coat. okay, that is a capsid. fine, ये इस तरह से फाज का capsid है. okay, and let me change the color. this blue one is the genetic material of the phage. Okay, we know that the genetic material which can be the DNA or the RNA, and especially in this case particularly it is the DNA, it is consist of sugar, it is consist of the bases and it is consist of the phosphorus. remember ये हमें already पता है. okay, and the genetic material of the and the protein, they consist of many amino acids. The protein consists of amino acids. okay, and some of them can be a sulfur containing amino acid. Some of them can be the sulfur containing amino acid. okay, so what we have to keep in our mind that the sulfur will only be present in the protein of the phage. सल्फर जो होगा वो फाज के प्रोटीन में ही प्रेजेंट होगा एंड जो फॉस्फोरस है इट विल बी ओनली प्रेजेंट इन द जेनेटिक मटेरियल दैट इज इन द डीएनए ऑफ द फाज. प्रोटीन के केस में फॉस्फोरस नहीं आएगा एंड इन द केस ऑफ द DNA, sulfur will not be used. Sulfur यहाँ पे use नहीं होगा. Okay, so what the scientists do for this experiment? Okay, they use the radio-labeled isotopes to study whether the DNA is getting transmitted from one cell to the another. Okay, whether the DNA is acting as a genetic material or the protein. Fine. So what they did, because phosphorus is found only in the case of the DNA, okay, they use a radio labeled phosphate, that is P32, and because the sulfur is only found in the case of the amino acids, or we can say the proteins of the fat, they use a sulfur 35 radio labeled isotope. Okay, so उन्होंने radio labeled isotopes use किए so that the passage or the entry of these particular molecules into the new cells can be detected. उसको हम easily trace कर सकते हैं. ठीक है? So what they did further, this is the experiment. Okay, so what they did, इन्होंने देखिए, this is the T2 phage, this is the protein covering, and this one is the DNA, and this is the E. coli. So what they did, they first took a culture, उन्होंने इस तरह से एक culture लिया और उन्होंने इसमें कैसा डाला, सल्फर जो डाला, that sulfur was radio labeled sulfur S35 यहाँ पे उन्होंने डाल दिया. ओके, और फाज को और E. coli को उन्होंने यहाँ पे ग्रो किया. ओके, उन्होंने क्या किया, ऐसे फाज बनाए जिन प्रोटीन्स का जिन फाज का जो कोट होगा, that coat must be sorry, I'll just make in a proper way. The protein coat of the phage must be radio labeled. Okay, radio labeled हुआ ये कोट, बिकॉज सल्फर कहाँ आएगा, उनके प्रोटीन कोड में आएगा. एंड दूसरे केस में उन्होंने क्या किया, दे टुक अ कल्चर ऑफ फॉस्फोरस 32, that is radio labeled phosphorus liya, and because the phosphorus can only be present in the case of the genetic material of the phage, that's why I'll again change the color. This is the genetic material, so this was the radio labeled 32. कहाँ जाके कहाँ incorporate हुआ, in the DNA of the phage. Okay, so now they have one case or one part in which they were using the radio labeled sulfur, which is present in the protein coat, and in the second case they were using, in the second step, or we can say the second case, they were using the radio labeled phosphorus, which was in the genetic material or which was in the DNA of the phage. Okay, what did they do next is they then infected these particular, I'll also just make the DNA here. DNA is also here, but here the DNA is not radio labeled, only the particular we can say the protein is, the protein code, the capsid जो है यहाँ पे, only the capsid is radio labeled, and in this case the DNA, that is the DNA is radio labeled by phosphorus 32. Okay, now what they did in both of the culture, they just added some of the unlabeled or E. coli. उन्होंने E. coli add किया. Okay, so अब क्या हुआ, जब इन्होंने E. coli add किया, both of the phage will follow the same cycle which we have studied in the previous slide. Okay, they will attach to the bacteria. ठीक है, bacteria पे attach करेंगे and they will pass on their genetic material, whichever is their genetic material. It can okay, वो इसको इस तरह से pass on यहाँ पे कर देंगे. Fine. So what happened here? You can see in step 3, phage with sulfur 35 infected the unlabeled E. coli. In both the cases, even the phage with the which were having the radio labeled phosphorus in their DNA, they also infect the E. coli. Okay, now one more thing. Once the genetic material of the phage is inside the bacteria, only the protein coat is left outside. Okay, if this is a genetic material which goes into, only the protein coat is left outside, and that protein coat को अब हम क्या कह सकते हैं, ghost protein के नाम से जानते हैं. Okay, that is also known as ghost protein. Fine, this only the capsule will be left out because the genetic material will enter into the bacteria during the infection. So that particular capsid or the protein coat is known as ghost protein भी आप इसे कह सकते हैं. Fine, in both the cases this kind of situation will be there. यहाँ पे infection हो गया होगा and during the infection whatever is the genetic material that will enter into the phage. In both the cases the genetic material जो भी है वो यहाँ enter कर जाएगा and the phage coat will be left outside. This is the ghost protein जो यहाँ रह जाएगा, that will be outside of the bacterial cell wall. Okay, next what they did, now they have to shear off this particular protein from the cell of the a bacteria. ठीक है, बैक्टीरिया के सेल्स वॉल पे से ये प्रोटीन, ये घोस्ट प्रोटीन को उन्हें अलग करना है. So what they did, so for that they use the blender. They shear off the protein coats in the blender. Blender में उन्होंने इस मिक्सचर को घुमाया, this mixture जहाँ पे इन्फेक्शन हुआ है इस कल्चर को घुमाया, so that this protein coat यहाँ से हट जाए. Okay, and after that what they did, then they separated the protein from the bacterial cell by a process known as centrifugation. ठीक है, a process known as centrifugation की मदद से उन्होंने प्रोटीन कोड और जो बैक्टीरियल सेल था उसको सेपरेट कर लिया. ओके, so after the centrifugation उन्हें इस तरह से ट्यूब्स हम यूज करते हैं and we get the tubes. ट्यूब्स जब उन्हें मिले, इन बोथ द केसेस दे गॉट द सेपरेटेड ट्यूब्स. ओके, और इस ट्यूब्स में क्या था, द प्रोटीन कोट, द घोस्ट प्रोटीन जो बाहर रह गया था, प्लस जो बैक्टीरियल सेल है जिसके अंदर अब जेनेटिक मटेरियल आ चुका है. ओके, ये दोनों सेपरेट आउट हो गए. विल सी द फर्स्ट केस. इन फर्स्ट केस व्हाट हैपेंड, दिस इज द अपर पार्ट. ओके, इन द अपर पार्ट because the protein coat, see this was the centrifugation tube, and in both the cases we will see that you will get a lower part which is known as the palate and the upper liquid part which is known as the supernatant. Okay, इसे supernatant कहेंगे, इसे हम palate बोलेंगे. Fine. So what happened? The lighter particles will remain in the fluid part above, and the heavier particle, which is the bacterial cell, will be heavier. So it will come down here. And the ghost protein, because they're only the protein molecules, they will be lighter. They will be present in the upper fluid part in the centrifugation tube. Fine. So what happened in the first case where we were using radio-labeled sulfur 35, which was incorporated into the protein coat of the phage, what happened, because the phage protein coat were present only on the protein coat, which were the ghost proteins which is present on the fluid. Okay, and the bacteria cell, यहाँ पे क्या था, बैक्टीरियल सेल में इन्फेक्टेड जो बैक्टीरियल सेल थे जिनके अंदर जो फाज का डीएनए आ चुका है, फाज का जेनेटिक मटेरियल आ चुका है, which is present at the bottom. So when they checked, the radioactivity was only found in the upper part, that is in the supernatant. Why? Because this is the part where the radio labeled sulfur coat protein was present. Okay, because the sulfur didn't enter, the sulfur protein didn't enter into the bacterial cell. So यहाँ जो lower part है, यहाँ कोई भी radioactivity देखने को नहीं मिली. Why? Because यहाँ तो केवल DNA ही enter किया, और DNA इस केस में label नहीं था. इस केस में it was only the sulfur 35 we used, and which was incorporated into the protein codes. Okay, so what happened in the second case? In the second case, it was only we used the phosphorus 32, and it was incorporated into the DNA, and that DNA entered into the bacterial cell. Bacterial cell जो E. coli है उसके अंदर गया. That's why the radioactivity were seen in the lower part. Okay, and you can see the orange color radioactivity is seen here, but the fluid which only contain the capsids, or we can say the protein कोड जो रह गया था, which was unlabeled in this case, it doesn't show any radioactivity. Radioactivity was only seen in the bacterial cell in the lower part. Why? Because जो phosphorus था, that has incorporated into the DNA, and that DNA entered into the bacterial cell, which is present at the lower portion of the centrifugation tube. Okay, now you can see the progeny phase are radioactive, indicating that the DNA has been transmitted to the progeny phase. Okay, जो next phase बना उसमें DNA था जो transmit हुआ, और वहीं पे इस case में हमें radioactivity देखने को मिली, but in this case we were not able to see any radioactivity there. Okay, so this is another diagram which will help us to understand the result of the Hershey and Chase experiment. In this case, sulfur 35 is used, which is the radio-labeled part, and it will be only incorporated into the protein. That is, you can see the green color protein coat here. Okay, after the infection, we can see only the protein coat. We know that only the protein coat is left out, and the genetic material enter into the DNA of the bacterial, into the bacteria cell. Fine. And after blending, we can see after blending and centrifugation, we can see here the radioactivity is only seen in the upper part because here is the protein coat of the bacteriophage, not in the bacterial cell. That means the protein has not entered into the bacterial cell. And in the second case, where phosphorus 32 radio-labeled isotope was used, which was incorporated into the DNA of the phage, what happens here? You can see the green color is inside the phage. This particular DNA entered into the bacterial cell, and you can see here the protein coat is unlabeled. And after blending and centrifugation, we saw that only the bacterial cell were able to produce the radioactivity. And why it was so? Because the radio-labeled isotope which is present in the DNA entered into the bacterial cell, okay, and the protein of the bacteriophage remain unlabeled and it doesn't show any radioactivity. Okay, this the experiment ultimately results into the following points, that when phage was labeled by sulfur 35, which infected the bacteria, most of the radioactivity was detected in the protein ghost. Okay, remember the bacterial cell was unlabeled, I'll write like this, and the fluid here was radioactive, it was labeled. So that is what is mentioned. The protein ghost are the here are the protein ghost ऊपर रहे जब फाज को 35 S35 से लेबल किया. ओके एंड जो हमने ये भी देखा कि जो भी नए फाज के प्रोटीन जो फाज बने थे ड्यूरिंग दिस प्रोसेस, दे आल्सो रिमेन अनलेबल्ड. दैट मींस सल्फर जो है विच इज प्रेजेंट इन द प्रोटीन, दैट इज नॉट द कैंडिडेट विच इन्फेक्ट द बैक्टीरिया. एंड जो नए प्रोजेनी बनी फाज की विद इन द बैक्टीरिया, उसमें भी वो सल्फर रेडियो एक्टिव नहीं आया. दैट मींस द सल्फर इज नॉट एक्टिंग एज द जेनेटिक मटेरियल हियर. द सल्फर कंपोनेंट, दैट इज द protein, is not the acting genetic material. Okay, but in contrast, when Hershey and Chase infected the bacteria with radio-labeled phosphate, what they found? They found that the bacteria was radio-labeled. Okay, in this case, we saw the bacteria was labeled. It was radio-labeled. Okay, and the fluid which was on the protein host were unlabeled. Why? Because the phosphorus entered into the DNA, and that DNA during the infection enter into the bacterial cell, and during the process of further particular done. Okay, so what happened here next is that when the phage was labeled with radio-labeled phosphate, that radio-labeled phosphate entered into the DNA, and because the DNA is the material which entered into the bacteria during the infection, and within the bacteria, whatever new phage is made, that also contained the DNA. That's why the radioactivity was seen only in the lower palate region which contained the bacterial cell. Okay, this proved that the new progeny of the phage which emerged was radioactive, and this also demonstrated that DNA from the phage, from the infecting phage, has been passed to the progeny, not the protein. Okay, later on, lastly, we'll see the conclusion. This result indicates that the protein component of the phage is necessary for infection. Protein is necessary for infection, right? This particular component is necessary for infection. During infection, ये ज़रूरी है. Okay, so because of this particular protein, only the just a minute, because of this particular protein only the DNA can enter into the bacteria. Okay, so that is necessary for the infection, but it does not enter the cell and doesn't transmit it to the new progeny which was made within the bacteria. Okay, and as the DNA from the infecting phage has been passed on to the progeny, और जो यहाँ पे अब new progeny बनेगी, इस progeny में we will see that only the radio-labeled DNA will be passed on. ये हमने देखा. So that's why these results confirms that the protein is not the genetic material, बल्कि the DNA is the genetic material. Fine. So this was the confirming experiment which actually gave a very solid proof that not only in the bacteria but even in the case of the viruses also the DNA is the genetic material. Fine. So this was the end of this particular video. If you like the video, please hit the like button and share with your friends. We will meet in the next video. Till then, have a good day.